dum, 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 dum. Hey, hey, angels. Y'all all up in my covers. That's what that pink is. Which is about to change. It's about to change. I bought me a new bed set finally. So I'm waiting for my new mattress. Well, I ain't gonna say I'm waiting on it like I ordered it. I didn't. But when I do that, then I'm gonna change my stuff. Hey, angels, how are you? I hope somebody hit the like button. Look, y'all see my pen? That's so I can type back. Y'all, it's a mess. Matter of fact, let me turn my camera around because no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. We ain't about to have them problems. Cause listen, if y'all see my hair, okay, I don't have on a mask, so my mouth is wide open. All right, it's just a lot going on right now. Actually, I was really getting ready to go to bed, y'all. I'm kind of like I haven't been in the best of mood today because I gotta take Pac-Man to the vet. I was gonna say my dog. I gotta take Pac-Man to the vet tomorrow, and he has not been doing good for over a week. He has been vomiting. He can barely eat. Anything that he puts down comes right back up. Um, and his stool is not good. So he's going to the vet tomorrow. And so after that, hey Christopher, how are you, darling? After that, I'm gonna leave and take him sometime during the day tomorrow. So I'll update y'all on that. But I've been so sad. My baby's so sad. You know, like he go crazy, bark at the door, like he still be barking and he's still wagging his tail. You know, but he lost so much weight. Um, yeah, so anyway, hey Dome, how are you? What's going on? Thank you, Christopher. So y'all, so I will be back on camera soon. Hopefully, this week. I don't know. It's y'all. I don't even know. The first day of class will finally be on the second. I got orientation on Wednesday. So I'm hoping at the end of this week I can go to my appointment. I can go into the office and go get stuff fixed so that I can come back on camera. But anyway, outside of that, that's enough about me. That's my update. Hey Gemini boo. Hey darling. Hey dear self. What's going on, babes? Oh, thank you, dear self. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hopefully. Listen, that's all you can do is just try to make something happen. We gonna be here. Hopefully we can make the most of it while we live in this life that we was forced into. Hey Michelle's daughter, what's going on, babe? So I just wanted to check in. I ain't talked to y'all. I real busy with the holidays. The weather was crazy as hell. So I really been off work since Friday. Well, Thursday I worked and then we closed down Friday because of the weather. Of course, Christmas Eve, Christmas, blah blah blah. Today I had today off, but like I said, today I just really haven't been in the best of moods. And then I'm kind of like watching YouTube. I was on Pizarro's panel. What was that, yesterday? I think that was yesterday. Or what was that? Was that yesterday? I don't even know. Or the day before? I don't even know cuz my son ended up calling. No, yesterday was Christmas. So that was Christmas Eve, the night of Christmas Eve. When my son called, I ended up dropping off and I didn't go back up. But and then I just ended up going to bed after that. So yeah, so family being here and everything, it was a good holiday, very very nice holiday. I just really realized that my daughters have too many damn kids. Okay, that's what I learned this Christmas as far as shopping and stuff like that. But it was a good holiday. I didn't cook like a traditional for Christmas. Christmas usually, because Thanksgiving is only a month before. I usually will do like I do like a real big breakfast. Like I'll do like all the breakfast food. This year I kind of did like a brunch situation. I did some steaks. I did some homemade chicken tenders. You know, you cut up the chicken breast, all that shit, breaded, all of that. Oh, that my kids said Raisin Canes ain't fucking with me. Okay, Raisin Canes is not fucking with April. All right, so they just want to keep me in the kitchen. That's all they want to do. But anyway, I made that, and then I did like all the breakfast food. You know, pulled out the waffle maker. That waffle maker used a lot of damn mix. Like you gotta make a big ass bowl of pancake mix to make them damn waffles. Like I'm like, damn, I made like 3 bowls of pancake mix because making waffles and pancakes. But anyway, kids ate good, and then I did some what? Oh, and then I had bought like a bunch of wings, like chicken little wing dings, and I just did a bunch of them, you know, so they can go in there and just whoever wanted to munch on something. I got like a cheese tray, did like some little fruits, vegetables, stuff like that, cut up, little finger stuff, and that was pretty much it. Everybody left pretty early. They left like 5 o'clock, six, like it was before dark, so they left pretty early. Everybody was tired. They had got up because like my daughters did Christmas at their house first and came over here. My son, he did Christmas here first and then went back to his girlfriend's house and they did Christmas over there. So yeah. So that was pretty much my day on Christmas. And then y'all, I had came upstairs like about 7 o'clock, before like 6 something. I went to sleep. I started my cycle today. I know that's TMI, but y'all know. So knew I was tired for a reason, and I just wasn't feeling good. So anyway, with that and Pac-Man, is breaking my heart. Oh, I hope he's okay. I just hope he's okay. I just hope it's something that we can fix. So you look up their lifespan, and he is what, 9? What's this year? 22. So yeah, he's 9. So yeah, they say like between 9 and like between 10 and 15 years, something like that. 9 and 15 years, depending on the breed. So so we'll see. But that was my weekend, and tomorrow I got a meeting in the morning. So that's what's going on here. So anyway, with all that being said, I hope everybody else had an amazing holiday. Um, I hope y'all are doing well. I hope everybody's in a good mental space. Um, life can be tough. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times I was watching like videos on, like masculinity and, like there's a lot of these videos that talk about like men versus women and why so many people are single and, um, the roles that are in relationships and, different things like that. For me, I just believe that people are people. I feel like, nobody's the same. I feel like different people want different things. And it's just about being honest first with yourself, right? Because a lot of times we will see somebody, right? We see somebody. Thank y'all for liking the video. And that's what we want. We want what we see. We want the visual, right? Um, they may look appealing. They're attractive. They look like they're living well. It's always the visual, the assumption of them doing well in life and all those different things, And then we get to know a person. And, as the longer we know them, the more that we see that this is not fitting for what it is we want for ourselves. So with that, that's where I feel like people are not honest because now you have built an attachment to this person or gained some feelings for them. You've gotten comfortable with them to a certain extent. So now you want to make it. You want to make it work. You want to force something that shouldn't be forced. I think that is as people, and I've made the mistakes a few times, Um, but I think now that I more understand what I don't want versus what I do, I think that as people, we need to be honest about um, people fitting our lifestyle currently and the goals that we have for ourselves in the future. You know, if we live two different, totally different lifestyles, it's probably not going to work. If we have different goals for what we want for ourselves, it's definitely not going to work. You know, some things are workable, some things can be compromised, but overall, if you are too different, or if you just, live totally different, then that's probably not going to be the person for you, regardless of how they look, how you think they live in, whatever it is you think you feel for them. And I think those are the things that we should find out and be honest about very early on, so that we don't build those attachments, and we don't allow ourselves to get too deep in a situation with somebody that we're most likely not going to be with. Thank y'all for liking the video. Dolly, hey bestie boo, how are you? Yeah, they need to move Thanksgiving to like September, space it out right. So I cook like a big dinner so I do Thanksgiving and then New Year's. So like I'm gonna cook big again New Year's. I do like the traditional black eyed peas. I do fried chicken. I'm gonna do some fried cabbage. I want to do some greens actually, because y'all, I fucked the greens up on Thanksgiving. I didn't even tell y'all about that. Now listen, never, never, ever, ever have I ever did no greens like these. Like y'all, usually my greens, they always, every time spot on, right? But this Thanksgiving, y'all, I threw that pie out so fucking fast, because what it was is, you cook and you just know how you cook, right? So, so I'm making the greens, right? Not thinking I don't have enough greens, right? When I went to go buy the greens, they was so out. They was out of greens, y'all, for the most part. I only got like, I think I came out with like half of what I usually would get, right? And cause greens, how they cook down. So like usually I get enough greens that it's gonna fill up my big tall pot. Anyway, the amount of greens that I had was only about half of the pot. Now mind you, I didn't season the greens like it's the full pot. Y'all, them greens was fucked. They was so salty. Oh my god, it was just unbearable. Like you just couldn't. I couldn't believe that I did that. I was so pissed because I wanted them so bad, and it was just too late. It was too late. I was, you washing your greens, you picking them, well, that's backwards. You picking them, you washing them, and then yeah, they cooked down. It was only that little half a pie, and I didn't. It was too late. I had already seasoned them, so. And nobody said nothing, y'all. Nobody said nothing. My mama ended up saying something later on, like after said something, like, I cleaned up and stuff, whatever, and then I was like, "Oh, I threw them pot of greens out," and she was like, "Oh my god, what did you do?" I was like, "I know." I was like, because I had only had like half of the greens, and I had already seasoned, and I seasoned them like it was like the full pie, so it was fucked up. Anyway, so I want some greens for New Year's, so I think I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I'm gonna cook for New Year's. But anyway, so yeah, so that's that on that. I fucked up the greens for Thanksgiving. But matter of fact, my cousin was over here yesterday too. I should have said, like, why do y'all ain't say nothing about them damn greens? They ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't gonna tell me nothing. Hey Chef, how you doing, babes? Thank y'all for liking the video. I appreciate it so much. Oh, Chef, you did not want them greens. Oh my God, you would have been like, oh hell no, I'm cooking from here on out. You would have tasted them greens. Like, don't give me none of them no more. But they love that damn turkey. Ooh, they was loving that turkey. Oh, thank you, Christopher. Thank you so much. They love that damn turkey. They was like, ooh, everybody just said the turkey was just so good. I was like, I told y'all. I told y'all, you get you a fresh turkey, you inject it with your seasonings and stuff like that, season it up, bag it up, freeze it until, and and then you take it out the little couple days before to let it thaw out and stuff and cook it. I'm telling you, it will change your turkey game, okay? Thank you, chef. Thank you. I just get the greens from the can. Oh, hell no, Christopher. Not no greens from the can. Mm-mm. No, sir. No, sir. You're going to have to eat some real greens. We're going to have to get you a plate of greens, Christopher, with some good cornbread, and you going to be in love. So, yeah, y'all. So, um, so I have been watching them videos. So I'm just like, people talking about this masculinity and the masculine women and the third. And I'm just like, look, people want what they want. You know what I'm saying? People be trying to force some shit with people that don't really want to be bothered like that. Hey, Vibrant, how you doing, boo? And that people really don't even fit your lifestyle. People ain't even really on what you own, and you just end up wasting, spending a whole bunch of time with people that ain't fucking with you like that. And then you are, left with kids, broken homes, all that type of bullshit. So, anyway, so I was on Pizarro's the other night. Now, I went up there, in good spirits, being funny and shit like that or whatever. Now, the topic that they were talking about wasn't a laughing matter, but the person they were talking about is a laughing matter. Okay? So, let me get a drink real quick. So, now there's to be said that, oh, where'd everything go? Is y'all still there? Okay. There's something being said about, the topic of taking your life, right? Taking a life, your own life, right? And so, okay, babe, thank you. I'm glad y'all here. Um, so that's been going around that a certain person was discussing, feelings that they had about taking their own life. And, so people are now discussing it, saying, should we care? Basically, that's the question. Should we care that this person wants to off themselves? And I would say that's up to you. You don't have to care about anything. You don't have to involve yourself in anything. What I will say is that, like any topic, any conversation that or topics that is brought to YouTube, it is it is not off limits. Okay, no matter who's having the conversation, no matter who brought up the topic, no matter whose personal details it includes. If you bring it to the public, it is not off limits. Okay, that is the life of social media. Now, when it involves a certain person, now you can either stay on the topic itself when you're having the conversation, or you could include the details of the person that brought the topic to the conversation, right? Or brought the topic up. Now, the conversation has been about the actual person. Should we care about that person wanting to do this? And my answer would be no, because this person themselves, in the same day that they had the conversation and talked about that specific topic, they came back and reiterated, her thoughts on other people doing the same to themselves, suggesting that they do that to themselves. And so that's why I feel like, now the top, this is where I feel like people need to separate people from topics because you have to take yourself out of it, especially when it comes to the beef sector. Okay? Especially when it comes to the beef sector. My title is When is it crossing the line? In the beef sector, it seems like nothing is ever crossing the line, right? Anything that could be harmful to a human being has pretty much been discussed here in the beef sector with no feeling at all, okay? Including you no longer being a part of this earth. So I would say that when it comes to topics like that, you have to take yourself out of it, okay? Because there's a conversation being had about the person, and then people want to say, well, it's not funny. Well, that's not something to talk about. Well, y'all shouldn't bully a person for bringing those, for sharing their feelings. Well, it was all fun and games and roasting gags when that same person was suggesting that multiple people took themselves out. But because this person has had real life feelings of not being here anymore, we're supposed to have sympathy? No, no, you don't have to. You don't have to. If you were offended by this person, or if you were offended because of what she has done to somebody else, you don't have to feel bad and you don't have to have sympathy. See, it's one thing to come together as a people and try to help somebody off of that ledge, right? There should be sympathy. There should be care. There should be love. There should be a common courtesy for the human being if you see somebody is going through something. But when you have a person who has been heartless, cold, she has been herself, everything that she has said about others, the nastiest of the nasty, and then she doubles down on it just hours after she has basically shared these so-called personal feelings. She doubled down on it, like, yeah, I said it, and so what? And I still feel that way. But somebody is supposed to have sympathy for her because of what? Everybody goes through shit. There are people who struggle every single day with whether they want to be on this earth or not. That's not a laughing matter. It's nothing to play with. It's nothing to beef about. It's nothing to play about. Because it is so, and it's out of my realm of understanding those type of feelings because I've never been to that point. But I know that people are struggling with that on a daily basis. So if you are so irresponsible, you yourself, who is supposedly an advocate for mental health, you yourself are on medication for your own mental health, yet you are so careless and so destructive that you decide that you just want to come out here and suggest to people that they take themselves out. But then when you're so-called coming on here, it's the holidays, people are going through things, I'm sharing my story, I'm going through something, I'm just coming talking to my people. People are supposed to have sympathy or not talk about it, or just be hush hush, or just allow you to have your moment. No, no. Then you should have someone that you talk to off of here. You should have had, you have members. You could have made it for that. You could have done some type of panel where people come up and you just didn't go live. You could have done a lot of different things to share those feelings if you did not want it talked about publicly, or if you did not want to be ridiculed because of your past behavior and what you're choosing to share now today. Because the thing about it is, it's not about past behavior. It's not about, oh yeah, I've done a lot of things and I've said a lot of things, since the time I've been here on YouTube. You're still saying those same things. That's the thing. Your behavior has not changed. It's not like you learned your lesson. It's not like you feel any differently now. It's not like, you know, you are remorseful for things that you have said about people or things that you have done to people on here. You're none of those things. You still right now in this moment feel the same way about anything you've ever said and done to anybody here on YouTube. So not only is a topic that you bring public okay to be discussed, no matter who you are, but because it's you specifically, is damn sure able to be discussed. Okay? Because if you want to so called be bullied, if you want to claim being bullied, excuse me, you guys, what is it that you would call it what you've done to so many? When you talked about their lifestyle, when you tried to pay to get people doxxed, when you have shared people's personal information without their consent, you've shared personal details of people that you have met up with. You have shared personal phone calls. You have shared personal messages. Anything that anybody discusses with you off of here is going to be shared at some point or another. Trust and believe, if you have any communication with this person off of YouTube, at some point it will be your turn and everything that you guys have talked about will be put out. And not only have you shared things that you actually the interactions that you've actually had with people, but you even make up shit. If you don't have a truth to tell, then you're gonna make up a lie because you that type. You that type of bitch that if you don't have something, you gonna make sure you got something. You're the type of person who what now? So what was it again? So you were going through this after you got doxxed, and they found out about your ex-husband and and what and like your mug shots and all of that. You know why? You know why you were feeling like that then? Because you're a liar and you're a fraud. That's why you were feeling like that. You were feeling so down and depressed because you came out here and wanted to portray a certain lifestyle. You wanted to portray being a certain type of person, having a certain type of demeanor, living a certain type of lifestyle. And then when you got doxxed, people found out, oh, she ain't shit. Oh, she's a liar. Oh, she's a thief. Oh, she don't handle her business. That's what people found out. And see, like, I'm not nobody to talk about anything like that because I have my own stuff that, I have my own record, I have my own mishaps, I have my own situation. So it's not for me to judge nobody on anything that they have going on in their life. But what I'm saying is what people found out about you because it's an issue, not because of you having a background, not because of mistakes that you made in your life, not because of habits that you have created for yourself. It's because you want to set yourself on a pedestal higher than the people that you interact with here in this youth on this YouTube. That's why. That's why it's a conversation. That's why it's a roast and a gag. Because when you want to sit yourself up here and in real life you all the way down there, then it's a problem. And then you don't have no kids. You don't have no responsibilities outside of yourself. Like you so it's just like, what is it that you can't get your stuff together? Like what is it in you that you just can't grasp life? Because if you rolling up on 50 It's not like it's just been hard. You've been a single mother, you had kids young, you did anything that would hinder you from progressing in life because you have dependents, you have people that you have to care for, you have to make a decision on which way you should go. It's just because, like you said, you just don't give a fuck. You just got that switch that flips that you just don't give a fuck, which is your right. You are within your right to not give a fuck, but other people are also within their right to not give a fuck. So it, the thing about life is there's always going to be another side to the coin. There's always going to be another side to the coin. People are saying, people will use your situation to come down on you, or people will find out stuff about you and they will, down you for it and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. Yet, you and those people who are saying that in support of you have done the same to others. They will go and drag me for the exact same shit that you have been proven to do. I was into it with somebody on Pizarro's panel the other day. She swear I'm the brokest bitch and I'm this, I'm that, and how many lists do I got? And I got all of these whatever financial apps and PayPal, and I'm just the beggar and this, that, and the third. And it's like, what are you talking about? Everything that I got drugged for years ago, all your favorites are on here doing. They all get cash apps and super chats, and they all living off of their supporters. They're all doing unboxings. They all have lists for you to buy them birthday gifts and Christmas gifts and all that stuff. They all are doing all of that stuff, but I'm the one that needs the help. And I mean, it's just so funny. It's just so funny how that can still be the roast and the gag for April when everybody on here is just has been continuously, basically doing the things that I used to get drugged for, which ain't nothing wrong with it. Your people should be able to support you and it should be okay. It's just funny when it comes up for me. So when is it crossing the line? For me, it crosses the line a lot. But, that's me individually. Hey, Xavier Boo. Hey, Hazel. But as the beef sector as a whole, I don't know if there is a line to cross. I don't know. I think a lot of stuff is hypocritical. I think that it depends on who it is on the receiving side. Um, who's the favorite at the moment. Um, I just depend. It just depends on who it is. That's what I think. Who got a business? Let me unbox. Hey, Hazel trying to unbox businesses, y'all. If you have a business, please shout out to Hazel for supporting small businesses, and not to call your business small because baby, you're not ain't nothing little about starting a business. Ain't nothing small about starting a business. So excuse me, because she didn't say that I did, but I stay looking for a PR box. Hazel, oh my goodness. Yes. And that's why I want to come back on to work with companies again, because I really have fucked up. I fucked up. Like I can tell y'all, if y'all watched my from beginning to end, and you know what, I'm gonna talk a little bit about that because I'm off of that situation. I really pray that if you are a person, thank y'all for liking the video. I really pray that if you are a person who struggles with mental illness, especially to the extent of whether you should be here or not, please be here. Please be here. Um, okay, the thing is, it can sound cliche, but you do not want to make permanent decisions during a temporary moment, during a temporary feeling. Nothing lasts forever, the good times or the bad. So please don't make a permanent decision because, you know, you're hurting financially, you're hurting from a loved one not being here, a heartbreak, a lost job. You can't grasp shit. Just seems like shit just keep happening. Like shit is gonna happen. I promise you. Can be fucking up for 10 years, and then next thing you know, boom, boom, it's your time. You got it. You grasp it. You can move forward. I don't know why shit is so hard for some and it seems so easy for others. I mean, I would never, I don't think I would ever have that answer. It's just the way of the world that, connections and who you know and where you grew up and your opportunities and choices that we make, and it just all rolls up into one, just all rolls up into one, and hopefully that shit rolls up right, and if it don't, we just got to make sure that we just know how to play that hand that we was dealt. We learn it along the way, but listen, I've been working at it for 15 years and I'm 33. Dear Jesus. Oh my God, Hazel, you're 33. Oh my God, I am 10 years older than you. Ah, oh my goodness. I think at 33 is when I lost it. Oh my goodness. I'm about to cry, y'all. Um, yeah, 33. My daddy passed right before I turned 34. I lost it. And here I am. What did I say? 10 years. Lord Jesus. Oh, shit. Life is crazy. It is. Oh, it's a mess. But I feel sad. I feel sad for people who struggle with that with their mind. No, you're good. You didn't do nothing. Ah! You didn't do anything. No, you didn't do anything. That just made me think like, damn. Oh my God, I was doing so good. Yeah, I was doing good. I was working, hustling. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna say doing good because I was hustling, but two vehicles, um, my home, my kids were good. I just never wanted to fall in that rut. You know how like you grow up a certain way and they say you can either go one way or the other. And I was always scared to touch a drug. That's why I don't, do too much of nothing. I didn't never want to get caught up. I have like that addictive personality, so I didn't want to get caught up in that life. I didn't want my kids to, experience things that I had experienced, right? So I just worked from the age that I was able to work. I had already had a kid, and that's all I know. That's still all I know, right? And so that's why I would take it so serious when I got laid off. People are like, "You broke. You don't want to work. You lazy. You did." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" But it's like all you do, you work. I learned how to maneuver through life. I would just read and learn and pay attention, and it kind of happens off of survival. Like even like my business sense and the way that I'm able to comprehend and understand business and just foresee things, it's because of being in survival mode, being able to maneuver and find loopholes and, just find ways to make it, right? Ugh. So I should not be here. I should not be how I am. But I had a praying grandmother and a strong support system. I have so many stories like y'all. Hazel. Every day with a smile and pray in my pills. Aw. Oh, trauma. Ooh. You know what's so crazy about trauma? Oh, Lord. Yeah. Oh my God, James. Hey, James. Thank you. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Y'all, James got a birthday coming up. So, what was I about to say? So, trauma. With trauma, they say the brain will protect you from, like things that you done went through. The brain will protect you. So if you don't remember something, it's probably a reason why. But it's so crazy because, like, my mind, I don't remember hardly shit. It's like very specific things that I remember. Um, but like just details, days, years, I don't remember. I don't remember. Um, sometimes I'll get little flashes of stuff. Even my kids, like even how they was here over the weekend, and they are always talking about. They think now they be reminiscing on meals that I made, and I remember like how I make them breakfast in the morning, and I make them breakfast sandwiches and stuff like that, and just dinner. Mom, remember when you make this and that, and da da da, and you need to make this and whatever, and then they'll talk about like they whoopings. They'll talk about what they was doing when I was at work, when they was not going to daycare no more. And sometimes they'll be like, "Ma, you remember this?" And I'll be like, "No, I don't remember that." And it's just so crazy because it's like, your brain just blocks out things, and it's like, damn, was that much of my life fucked up? Was I going through that much in life that my life is just fucked up? So now it's like I try to like purposely remember things because, and I'm not even gonna say purposely remember things. It's like I purposely don't get close and build relationships or any of that now. I think that's my coping mechanism so that I don't have any trauma or so that I don't have those bad memories. So I purposely now, and it's so fucked up because I know that I miss out on good friendships, and I probably missed out on who knows, but that's just the way that I am, about. I done came on here and broke the fuck down. What the fuck? Oh, a box of one of your designs. That'll be so awesome. James, she wants to purchase an item. Like she wants to support a business. So she likes to unbox and support businesses here on YouTube. So she doesn't want anything for free or anything, but she would like to like buy you something. But Hazel, if you type in treasurelane.com, you'll go to his website and Treasure Lane, Spillet Boy TV. I think all of his names go to his website, routes to his website. But yeah, she has a channel and she likes to support businesses and unbox people's products. Lord Jesus. Ooh, life is crazy. Oh, April, you gonna love me? It's too late. We are big sister. Little sister now. Yes, we are. We are. Oh my God. Whew. I know. I know I will. I know I am. But that's why, like, I'll go missing for a while because if I get too close or get too attached, I'll be like, oh, hell no. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God, y'all. I done came on here and broke the fuck down. I don't know what happened. Why does that happen? We just be on here talking. What the hell? James, I did not mean to be coming on here boo-hooing and shit. I know you said James be like, who the fuck be coming on YouTube to cry? Oh my God. We was on here talking about these damn suicide situations and all this stuff, and I just broke the freak down. Now my nose sound plugged. Lord Jesus. But anyway, I guess I owe y'all a cry because I ain't been on here forever. I didn't come on here on my birthday. I didn't do nothing either. It was cold as hell. Yeah, it is. It is. Um. Oh, I told y'all. And then New Year's Eve. Well, okay. So on my birthday, I was just like wrapping gifts and stuff. And then when I was on Pizarro's panel that night, I was like wrapping gifts. So that's pretty much all I've been doing. Like, and I didn't even run out to no stores at the last minute. I said, fuck it, whatever everybody got, that's just what it is. Whatever. But if you beefing, no, ain't no crying and beefing. Oh, hell no. Hell no. You come on here busting out crying when you beefing. Like, you talking all that shit, then you want to bust out here and start crying. You better go on somewhere with that. I'll say one thing. Waking up in the hospital with me, mama and grandmother, all three of them. Oh my goodness. Gonna start texting you how I text Dolly nowadays. I know, cause Dolly said you be on it. I'm like, oh my God. I know I don't. I just it's so messed up because it's like a handful of y'all that oh my God. I even said that. I said my dearest people, my closest people don't even live near me because that's how I feel about y'all. But, I just keep my distance sometimes because, and even with, you see so many fallouts on here, not saying, they have their own situations and stuff like that. And honestly, I feel like we was brought together on love. We wasn't brought together on beef, you know. Um, Dolly, she's including all the people that she loves and adores in her special situation. So that's how we were pretty much brought together. And I don't know, a lot of people came to the beef sector via my channel. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. Makeup and my channel. Okay, so listen. So, I saw something where I was watching a makeup channel that I had watched before, right? You got to protect yourself and the YouTube folk you hold dear. Yes. Yep. And that's what I do. That's what I do, James, because you just never know. You never know people's agendas, and I guess I just feel like eventually if a person's intentions are right or what they are supposed to be, I just feel like it'll work out. Whatever it's supposed to be will be. That's just how I feel. So people say we are cold-blooded, but but we're big teddy bears. Oh my God, dear self, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth about a Capricorn? Oh my God. It's just you got to get into that. You got to get into that space of us. We like onions. We just layers and layers and layers. I have made a few great friends on here. Yes, yeah, because there's some awesome people. There really is. I always felt like being, just this group is kind of like a family situation, but because you got them backstabbers in your family, you got them people you don't fuck with. That's your family. You got the ones that you close with, then you got the ones you only see sometimes and they cool, but that's what I feel about the beef sector. It's just weird. And but I feel like if it was done right, I think that it is really already huge. So many big name people know about the beef sector and stuff, but I just think there's so much talent. people with business sense and financial stability and experience and talent. And I just feel like all of that just coming together in the right situation would be so huge and so amazing. But it's really just hard getting us to work together, if that makes sense. And it's almost kind of like, just us as a people in a smaller group or a number, I guess. Just, you kind of see how it goes, because it's just like, man, all of us who have like businesses and stuff like that, supporting each other and, excuse me, all of that, I just feel like it could be so huge and so big, but it is what it is. But as far as like my channel specifically, I was watching a beauty channel, and her name is Beauty by Christy. And Beauty by Christy, I liked Beauty by Christy because I felt like she was pretty honest when it came to her reviews. And she does have 1 million subscribers. She made it to over 1 million, and she's been around a long time. I think she said like 10 years. And she's a white girl, and she is not the typical beauty guru, And by that I mean she's not the little slim, she doesn't have that certain look that a lot of them have, okay? So I just liked her channel because I just felt like her reviews, and she looked more like just like a regular girl. Just really people, she attracted people to her channel by her talent and her honesty, right? Um, Remember, I have a whole existence outside of the beef sector, and those relationships go back as far as 2014. Oh, wow. And you do, yeah, okay. And you actually, yeah, James actually has relationships, and I didn't know 2014. That's a long time. That's awesome. Y'all help me get to Dior. Wait a minute, y'all help me to get Dior to send me some. If Dior sends you something, they better send me something too, damn it. They say you can't make friends on YouTube, but I made a bestie for the last 2 years. Most loyal, caring person I know. Those people don't know shit. Oh, dear self, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. And that's another reason why I like love my channel, because so many people, like, I know for a fact that it's people on here that have met through my channel, and they are like tight, like close, just best friends, like, wouldn't have life without each other, so I love that, because I think outside of the content creators, so many relationships can happen in the chat, like y'all seeing each other damn near every day. It's almost like you go into your favorite store every day, or your Starbucks or wherever, and you seeing a person every day, and y'all just have a rapport with each other, or and you got to understand, like, all the different stuff that we talk about on here, a lot of it is real life situations or real life topics that, yeah, we talking about it on here, and sometimes it's a roast and the gags, whatever, but it's like real life shit. And so when you see people's opinions and their feedback on certain topics, like, that will have you connect with them in a way, because you see that you're like-minded, and you're like-minded, you have the same type of views and things like that. So, hey, MJ, how are you, darling? So, yes, Hazel, thank you, girl. So I think that is awesome. I really do think a great relationships can happen on here, and even with the meet and greets and stuff, I think that stuff is awesome. I can't wait to do stuff like that. I just got to get my mojo back. As far, and just really, you just got to do the work at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean anything for me. I mean, I don't really feel like my channel is dead. I just feel like I have not put in the consistency. I didn't listen to the feedback from my people um, when I was on a roll, and so what I'm going into with this beauty channel that I was watching, she was talking about, because she's now a mother, and beauty was all her channel was. I mean, she got all the big collabs. She went on a trip. She would go to all the beauty cons, and she done been to YouTube, and she done hit over 1 million, and she make good money, and it's changed her life, and just everything that comes with YouTube that YouTube can do for you. She has experienced that, and she feels bad because since she became a mother, her interest has changed, and just her life has changed. And so she can't just sit there and plan makeup all day, or just do all of these things just circled around makeup. She still likes makeup, and she still does it sometimes, but it's not like how when you just have your life and centered around what you do for a living. And me too. Oh my God, I want to too. Oh my God, BeautyCon and Fashion Week. Oh my God, them are two things I want to go to so bad, and I'm gonna make it there one of these days, real soon. Hopefully soon enough. So, um, anyway, so she said she was watching. She watched something like 5 years ago. She said, and it was a like a video on the top 5 ways to kill your channel. And she said it always stuck with her that the main thing was changing your content. And so that's kind of what scared her from doing other things because, especially after, having a baby and all this stuff or whatever, she said she just been scared to death. But when she comes on, she just doesn't feel genuine. And, the last, since she's had a baby and just been trying to like force herself to do her videos, she hasn't felt genuine. So, anyway, I just related to her video because, I feel like there does come a point, when you're early on in your channel and, um, there you are genuine. You've come on here for a specific reason and you are focused and, you're doing your content and it's a great thing. And then, like, as you become more involved in the platform itself and watching other people's videos and just blah blah blah, all of that, building relationships, just a lot of different things, you kind of become, you know watered down a little bit, and so I don't know, I just related with that because I feel like when I came on, like, my thing was to do commentary and do makeup while I'm doing commentary. And it wasn't supposed to be about the makeup, it was supposed to be about the commentary. But people were really upset with me because I wasn't focused on the makeup, and they wanted to see the makeup, do this for makeup, do that, do this, do that, and just all of these suggestions. And it just came in, and then I would get into these beefs and just all of this shit, and it was just like people were angry. And I don't know, now that I look at it, I think that some people saw potential or saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, and I really didn't pay attention and didn't listen. I mean, I still feel like right now you come on and you do YouTube for what you want to do it for. And, there's always going to be people that are going to have suggestions. There's always going to be people that want to see you do something other than what you're doing. But, you have to be real about what you want to do, because if you're doing what other people want you to do, then you're going to burn out anyway. So either way, it's going to be the same thing. But you do have to listen to your audience because there's who watching you and there who supporting you, right? And so, I just didn't take it, and I don't know, take advantage, but I didn't capitalize on my talent and my support the way that I should have. Support from other brands, support, all of that kind of stuff that comes with it. Oh boy. So, I don't know. I just feel like I don't feel like it's dead. I feel like I could come back. I just feel like it takes consistency and, things that and putting the time and the work in and just doing what I enjoy doing. And I do. Y'all, I barely wear makeup anymore. I'll put on some lashes. Like that is the one thing I do, but I miss doing my makeup. Y'all, I was gonna do my makeup on Christmas Eve because we was gonna go to church. Y'all, I could not do my eyebrows. Oh, I said, oh my God. Oh my God, you could tell I ain't been on, I have not done no makeup or nothing. When I say my eyebrows, y'all, and I was trying a new product. I had bought Juvia's Place's brow products, but I was just like, oh my God, I need to get my shit together. And it was just a bad moment. Like, your makeup ain't always gonna turn out right. But I was like, oh hell no. Let me get back into my shit. Cause I just kinda like immerse myself into this job like I always do. Immerse myself into business and work and and so I don't know, I think I'm rambling, but at the same time I'm just saying that, I know I say I'm coming back and stuff, but I am coming back. I am coming back. I just have to do it right. I just really have to just do it. At the end of the day, it ain't no waiting or nothing like that, but it's just like I just have to do it. And I just have to be serious about what I'm doing and just take it serious. And so I am. And just get back to the commentary where we focus on the subject and the topic, not the people, and just do it that way. Just do it that way. And so yeah, so that's that big long drawn out explanation. MJ, you know what? Because I do have another channel. I have Ask April Live, and that channel has like I think 700 or 800 subscribers. I don't know, 700 or 800. I could go over there, and that probably would be best to go over there and start recording on that channel and do it that way so that it's like a different algorithm. Yeah, I could do that. But you think that'd be better, James? Yep, you said yep. Oh, you did. I met Fayette at my meet and greet event, and we were bros from that point on. I am still having a hard time with this. Oh my God. I constantly find myself looking for him. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I didn't even know he passed. Oh my God, when was that? Dapper Day at Disney is on my bucket. Dapper Day? I never heard of that. Oh, dang, I'm so sorry. Oh man, wait. No, Fayette. Oh my God. No, wait. Oh my God. No. Is that why I haven't seen? Is that why I haven't seen him? Oh my God, I'm so sorry, dear God. I traveled with Fayette more times than a bunch of my actual family members, and I liked him more. No shade. Aw, to do the Adele eye thingy. You can. Dang, it's been over a year. Yeah. Oh my God, I had no idea. And that makes sense because that'll tell you how the hell long I've been like really haven't been consistent on here because I haven't really been, yeah, this whole year. Because I've been working for this company for over a year now. So yep, that makes sense. Wow. Dang, life was crazy. And that's what I mean too. Like I never knew you traveled with him. Oh, I'm so sorry. Good night, Dolly Boo. Have a great day, babe. I know I got a meeting in the morning. Poor baby collapsed at work. Oh, he was one of the best, most genuine souls to ever hit my button. Oh my goodness. God bless his soul. Dang. And that's so crazy too because you get used to seeing, well, you've actually had a real life relationship with him. So, but even like you get used to seeing so many different names in your chat, and then when you don't see him for a while, like for the longest, I didn't see 99. It's a few people I haven't seen, and but you just don't know because it's YouTube. So it's like, did they just don't watch anymore, or just don't like me no more, or just hoping that they're okay. That's just, there's just certain people sometimes I just think about them like, dang, I hope such and such is good, or whatever. And me being me, rarely have contact with any damn body if I don't hit this button. So it's like you just won't know. Dang. Ugh, I lost about four of my very close people from my chat in the last 18 months. Oh, damn. Wow. I think about that too. Like our generation, it seems like even like where I live, it's just like, damn, is our generation even gonna be around like to make it to 70s and 80s and even further? Because it's like so many are just leaving so much younger. Like, I don't know. It's like, dang, like, how is our generation gonna even be around as great grandparents and just the older people, Wow. There's so many people like my age group. You just hear about them pass. Every time I go on Facebook, it's like somebody different than passed away. I'm like, what the hell? A lot of it is this damn food, though. I ain't gonna lie. Dolly, I know. I know. We was talking about that earlier. We was talking about that earlier, and it's not on purpose. It's really, really not on purpose. Okay, okay. She had to check me before she left. Part of life is learning how to be a good friend. And I don't feel like I'm a bad friend like as a person. I'm a bad friend like I'm just that distant one. Like I'm that one that will show up, like if you need something or whatever, you let me know, whatever. But for the most part, I'm gonna leave you alone and not bother you. I don't know. I just don't like bothering people. I feel like if people want to be bothered, they'll reach out to me. It's so weird. Anybody in my life will tell you. I mean, not saying it's right, but I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it. I'm like emotionally like cut off. But yeah, y'all. So I don't know. I think though, if people have like, emotionally mental stuff going on, I really feel like, and it, because a lot of times, like, some people might have stuff going they don't really know, right? But if you know that you are a person that suffers from, like certain things, you might have anxiety or be depressed sometimes, or have other things going on. You got to talk to somebody. You cannot deal with it on your own. You can't deal with it on your own because what will happen is you'll just sit there with these thoughts, and just sitting there with your own thoughts is not the safe way to handle things, because that's the issue is your mind is off balance. Your being is off balance, and so that has to be let out. You can't hold that in. And I just hope that anybody that does go through those things, and it's hard during the holidays, it can be more and more difficult, because that is the time that you want to love on people and you want to spend time and you want to talk to people, and There's so many people nowadays that talk about, they want to be woke, and they don't celebrate this holiday and that holiday, and they not religious, and they not this. And I don't really like look at the origin of holidays and things like that, because I'm just not that person that digs deep in things. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. And yes, it's important to know our history, but I feel like when it hinders you from living in the present, I think that that's where it can become an issue. And so I feel like holidays are good regardless of if you support the type of holiday it is. I think it's good because we need to be around friends. We need to be around family. We need a reason to spend that time, especially in a day and age when we are so separated. We're so distant. We use social media as our way of communication and to keep in touch, instead of actually going over each other's houses or having those long phone calls, or, whatever it is that you do. Now it's like, okay, we liked your photo on social media, we know that you okay, or you send somebody a message, and that's it. So I think we need those holidays throughout the year to reconnect with each other, to get that quality time that we usually don't spend. And whether if you celebrate Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever it is, I think that you should still use that time and spend that time with, it's not about the holiday, it's about being around the people that you love and the people that are most important to you. So, and you could do that for any day, but do we? You could do it any Tuesday of the week, but do we do that? No, we don't. People say, well, you should do that every day. Well, but we don't, though. We don't. You don't. We don't get together every Sunday for dinner anymore. Or, a lot of people don't do those gatherings and things like that. So I think it's important to celebrate these holidays. And so when you have people that are no longer here, it can be very much so hurtful. It can bring up memories. It can remind you of past traumas. It can do a lot. It can do a lot to trigger those imbalances in us. And so I think that we should take the extra precautions to take care of ourselves and make sure we're good, and have people on standby, or just deal with situations as best way as we can. um and just really surround yourself with as much love and support as possible, if you can. And even let me even go a step further and say this: there's nothing wrong with coming on YouTube and expressing those feelings. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with coming on YouTube and telling somebody what you are feeling, or or things that you have done to, um it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with coming on here and talking about what you're going through. The problem is the area in which we interact, and the behaviors that you have portrayed earlier. you know that's where that comes in. That's where that conflict comes in. So it's just, I mean, you're going to take a chance by coming on here talking about it, but you definitely have the right to, and you really should. If you are really feeling that way, you shouldn't hesitate to come on and let it out however way you feel comfortable. um, because somebody will relate, and you may help somebody by sharing your story. That's absolutely true. But at the same time, I feel like if you know what it feels like to go through that, I think that you should be more careful in the behaviors and the things that you say and do in the public, especially in the public. I miss those times. I blame social media. It makes us feel close, but it's fake. Yeah, MJ, I'm going on. I mean, it make us feel like we can just reach out to people close to us, but rarely do. And that feeling has separated us, thinking we're just a message away. It really has. I mean, I myself, I feel like when social media first came out, when I first started interacting with it, I honestly, actually, if I think about it, I think that that was like the start of me. It really gave me an excuse to not be around people as much because we would interact, go back and forth on social media, preferably Facebook, and that was our connection. So it was like the more and more I stopped showing up at events, I stopped except, I just stopped showing up at, things I was invited to, and um I don't know. And two, let me say this, because when social media came around, that was like a little bit before my dad had passed away, and I wasn't really on it like that. I think I had a MySpace account, but I really wasn't on there. And then like Facebook, I don't even know when I started Facebook, but it was like little to none. But then like so when he passed away, like I would interact and stuff on there a little bit after, probably within a year or so afterwards, because I started working. That's when I started doing bail bonds, so I would advertise on there, and I was like, building a page and stuff like that for that reason. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I just became more and more distant to the point where people don't even invite me to shit no more. I'm like, dang, y'all could at least invite me. But it's kind of bad being that friend that they know that's not gonna come. And then I think I kind of like started to feel down on myself, like I wasn't like me no more. And when I'm feeling like that, or like when I'm going through like, if it's like financial or just anything, if I'm just not feeling myself, then no, I won't be around. I'll be at work, that's it, because that's where I make my money and I got to take care of my kids. But like, I'll always show up at work. But, I just don't care about, I mean, work is work. But like, showing up, around people, my friends, my family, stuff like that. Like, I have a couple cousins now that they'll come over there, just walk in my house. They don't give a damn what I say. But I don't know, my grandmama, she left, my daddy left, my uncle, and then my granddaddy, and I don't know, I just started becoming more and more recluse. Is that a word? Ain't that the word, like when you start becoming more and more like closed in? So, I mean, it makes us feel like we can just, yep, I got FB when I moved back home after living abroad to keep contact with my friend. Right. Yep. And then like Facebook, I started like family started reaching out to me, like cousins and stuff like that, that like younger and older. People started reaching out, like especially after my dad passed away, they would let me know like they my family and stuff. And I don't know, even with that, like they would invite me to stuff. Even now, they invite me to stuff, family reunions, all that kind of stuff, and I just don't show up. It's weird. I don't know, y'all. I probably need some therapy. Oh my god, I probably need some therapy or something. Why am I like that? mm I don't know. I feel like you get close to people and then they leave, or something happens, or it's just weird. I don't know. I might be the true like definition to scarred for life. I don't know. So, I mean, like even now, like my cousins. I mean, not my cousins. I'm sorry, my kids. they grown and stuff now, so they have their own life. My daughter told me the other day, she was like, Mom, she was like, Mom, you are so pretty. She was like, sometimes me and Tonio be talking. Antonio's her boyfriend. She's like, sometimes me and Tonio be talking, and he, we're like, dang, why y'all, and he's like, why your mom don't date? Like, she don't see nobody or nothing. And, she's just like, Mom, you so pretty, and, you so pretty, and you a good woman and stuff, and you need to date, and you don't see nobody. And I'm like, no. I'm like, girl, I'm not on that. Thank you, MJ. Thank you so much, babes. But I'm like, nope, not right now. She's like, Mom, you gotta see somebody. Cause I was like laughing, and I told her that I was laughing, and what did I tell her? Oh, I was talking about my mama, and I was like, your nanny gonna be mad when I start bringing somebody up in here. Somebody started walking around here in their drawers or something. I said, I bet you she gonna go then, cause like my mama has said she not leaving, and so she had brought that up, and she was like trying to figure out how old I was gonna be. And I said, oh my God, I said, that's how old I'm gonna be. I was like, oh heck no, I gotta get me a husband. And so she was talking about that, and I was like, well, thank you. I'm glad you think your mama's still pretty. But yeah, but I'm like, it'll happen. If it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. But girl, I'm trying to be good with my friends that I got that I'm starting to build relationships with before I need to build a friendship and be a good friend before I can be a good woman, wife. I gotta learn to trust somebody on a lower level first. Well, friendship is bigger than anything, really. But anyway, I'm just rambling, y'all. I think I'm gonna go to bed, get my butt in the bed so I can get up and get myself all the way together in the morning. Since I'm having a meeting in front of every damn body, and I gotta be a speaker for my portion, which I didn't even know about until I got the email tonight. But yeah, I don't know. What time is it? Let me see what time it is. Oh yeah, it's almost 12. Yeah, let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do that. Okay. Well, I'm glad I seen you, MJ. Thank you so much for stopping by, babes. And my Dolly Boo went to sleep, and my James came by. I love him so much, and I appreciate all of you. So sorry to hear about Fayette, though. Or Fayette. I never, I think I always did that. Every time he came in the chat, I'd be like, Fayette, Fayette. God bless his soul, dear God. But dear self, my beautiful dear self came in. Oh, let me say this, just about Pizarro's panel that I did pop on the other night. I had an amazing time. I really did have fun. Um, and here's the thing about YouTube. I believe there's some amazing people on this platform. And as far as the beef sector portion of it, I really do take it at just face value. There's a lot of behind the scenes shenanigans be going on, a lot of backhanded stuff be going on, and I don't be part of none of it. And so because of that, I just like to keep my interaction on a surface level, which is a little difficult. I can understand why people will feel the way that they feel about a lot of things because you have real, genuine intentions. So if you are a person who has real, genuine intentions behind your behaviors that you display, and then you feel like the people that you interacted with are on the same page, but then you see some other shit, I can get it. It can really anger you because you're like, damn, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being real with you. I thought we was good, thought we was cool, we was rocking, whatever. And then I find out, like, you don't give a fuck. You, like, pretty much, like, playing in my face. So I get it. And I just feel like, and it's hard. It's hard to, like, cut that off if you come in from the heart, if you come in, genuine. I just feel like it should be just surface level. I feel like a lot of the shit, you just leave it at what it is. Whatever's going on at that moment, in right there and at that time, keep it on that. Because when you try to build, um, or if you try, or if you try to build like on multiple interactions, or you try to, or you think there's a connection being created, you're gonna set yourself up for failure. Um, when it comes to that, I think. I just think so. I had a good time. Like, for me, this heat, I feel like I said over there. If you are a person who has to lie about the time period, the length of time that you've been just watching, just been a viewer, I feel like anything after that, you can't be trusted. I just don't understand that. I don't understand why lie about how long you've been watching. Obviously it's to make it seem like people shouldn't question you as to why you're just now popping up, or why you're speaking on certain things. And I understand why, the reason behind the lie, but because you lied for that specific reason, I would never trust anything that that person says. Um, and so I just feel like she's a fraud, and that's just my opinion. Um, like I said, she soaks up information from wherever she can get it from. She contradicts herself. She's a hypocrite. She's another person that puts herself up on a pedestal and makes it as she's looking down on people. She's over here for her entertainment because she's not happy with herself, so she needs something that she feels like is lesser than her to focus on, to take her mind off herself and her own misery. And that's just what I feel about her. I don't take that shit serious. I meant what I said, but as far as taking it serious or being feeling any type of way about what is said about me, it doesn't bother me at all. And what I said about Kimmy's cockeye, but Mimi corrected me and said it's wandering. So okay, she got a wandering eye. But whatever, I just feel like she's a fraud too. I just feel like she just wants to be something that she hasn't made it to yet. Will she make it there? I don't know. But she's just not there yet. And she's another one. She wants to look down on people, but then she wants to seem to be relatable, but then she wants to, just another person that's very contradictory. I hope that she doesn't have the thoughts that she says she's having. I hope that she is healthy mentally. I hope that, she gets out of whatever rut she's in and heals so that she can be the person that she portrays herself to be, and really live that lifestyle, and really, um, just be everything. I want everybody to achieve whatever it is they want for themselves. I'm not here to down nobody. I'm not here to judge anyone because that's not my job. And I'm not here to, um, try to make anybody feel less than. That's not what I want. I'm here to uplift. I'm here to share information. I'm here to, just share my thoughts and to help wherever I can, just to be a voice for those who may not want to speak right now. And so that's what I feel like my purpose on the internet is. And hopefully I can get my shit together so that I'm consistent enough, so that I can be that voice more often, and just be a person that is genuine, be a person that is everything that a lot of people on here portray themselves to be, but are not. So, with that being said, so I just wanted to speak on that. So that was it. My son called, so I wanted to hang up. And I didn't get back up on the panel because, I just didn't. Um, but yeah, so thank you, MJ. Thank you. And so I love y'all so very much. I hope y'all have an amazing, amazing rest of your night. And I will see y'all very, very soon. I'll keep y'all updated on what's going on with me and getting my stuff together as far as coming on camera. But I'll see y'all soon. It won't be too long. Have an amazing night, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Have a great week. A great, great week, y'all. Tomorrow we back to work. I know a lot of people went back to work today, but I'm going back to work tomorrow, and it's going to be an amazing week. And just be well. Be well.